Hello everyone, my name is Relax and Panic and this is another reaction to Overlord. It is season 3, episode 7, which was a little bit delayed, I know, I'm sorry. But here we go, you know what to do. If you want to see the reaction, just go down into my descriptions, follow the link, replace the circumflex.parts with real dots and enjoy. And once you've done, feel free to come back here and hear my thoughts about this awesome episode. So, see you soon. For those that came back, welcome back. That was so good. That was such a nice episode. I mean, you all know that I have mixed feelings about this series when it comes to the evil parts of it. But at least for now, it was more or neither okay. Which is mainly because all those that have died by now, or are going to be tortured, are some that I don't know, or not so nice people. I just wanted to say a mean word, sorry. So that was a really good one. I liked this picture here. I took it because when I scanned through which picture to take, it is this skeletons are the weakest monsters. Don't forget, we know a major skeleton. Just saying. So they really underestimated what's in there by a long shot. Even the priest, the one that the old guy that used the others as his canary, which is very clever, completely underestimated everything. So even when he realized he got trapped himself, he thought that the, what were they called, old guarders or old guards of Nazarick are the strongest monster. And we all know they are not. I mean, they look already a little bit better, and they have magical weapons. But I remember when Lord Ainz appeared in front of the lizard village. Those skeletons he brought in there with golden armor and everything. Those were possibly more like some of the strongest monsters. I mean, we all know the strongest are the defenders, the floor guardians themselves. They are the strongest, and the maidens. So they are so outclassed, all of them. What I ask myself is why Lord Ainz is doing this. Why is he letting them go through level by level? Which, by the way, they don't. They just reach level 1, I'm pretty sure. They are never ever reaching level 2. Unless they get teleported or something like that. So why does he do it? Does he want to test how good the defenses are? Or does he want to just show off? I mean, it doesn't, no one will know it later on. Or is it more that all of his inhabitants of at least the first level have something to do? I don't know. Maybe they will not show us the reasons for that. It is not something so important, I think. But he lured in the adventurers. I mean, it was possibly him who said that there is this tomb. So yeah, I really don't know where this is going, but we will see. We have they went in and gathered a bit of gold, which, by the way, is not shown where they have it. I mean, they found this one sarcophagus with a lot of gold pieces in it. So sure, possibly there was a moment when they could have drawn out and said, "That's it, that's enough. Let's just leave." But you know, greed is the thing. So they went further. Ask myself if they brought this money back to the group of this transportation guild, this transportation adventurer group, and they store the money there. Or if they, I don't know, have like infinite gauntlets or infinite pouches, which is in the D&D universe a common thing to have as an adventurer, to gather stuff and carry it with you. The elder who said that all the others here are his canaries kind of got the canary himself, so it was more like the maids were able to train a bit. No, they didn't train, to just have a bit of fun and looked on. And then they sent those that survived down to be tortured. So healed them and tortured them later on. Which, once again, brings me to what for? There's not a lot of information you can get out of those. At least not informations you couldn't gather easier, in my opinion. So, it really does not make much sense to torture them unless you want to have your torturers to be busy, to be happy. So that's more neither the only reason I can see for all of this plot right now. Kyung Kong, I have no... Oh yeah, then we met... I'm not sure if it is a floor guardian. Something like that, like a minor boss. I wrote down Kyoku or something like that. So it is a vermin. Yeah, well, so I guess he's kind of related to Entoma, possibly. And yeah, that's the end of one adventurer group. The other one fell into the trap of the maidens, and a third one, I think it is, was meeting with the torturer. It might be the same of the priest, I'm not sure here. And we have Mr. Prince Charming Elf Aol, who got what he deserved, kind of, you know. So I really wanted to comment it already when he was fighting, and you could see that the elf girls were really, really afraid of him and shaking and everything. And while he was wearing nice, clean clothes and good armor, they in many ways looked like slaves, in my opinion. So I asked myself if they were slaves or where does it come from? They definitely liked the fact that he lost his arms and then his life. And they even after death kicked his body, which, well, brings in some questions. I mean, it is a little bit overplayed here, sure. Because I think normally, if you see what else is in the room, they should be frightened even after he's dead. Because, sure, there's someone you hate and he died, but there's still a lot of lizard men and an undead knight I've seen there as well. So you should be at least a bit shaking. Ask myself if they will die or if they will, I don't know, join the tomb if they are offered. That's always the question, because they possibly will, because they are happy what happened to him. Which brings me to the question, if any of those people here will be offered to join the tomb of Nezarick. Because if so, I think some might do. And I don't mean out of fear for their lives. I mean some, especially the elf girls, would do it because they would feel better off with this side. Hamuske, however, was very, very good. Nice fight. A short one, sure, and the enemy was not really of his class. I mean, Hamuske was... I don't want to say something wrong. I think 35? Something like that. Level 35, roundabout. So a level that a human possibly can never reach. Maybe an elf could. I'm not sure here. I mean, I guess he's a human as well. He doesn't look like completely like an elf, but he has some very elfish facial part and his whole stature and everything. So maybe he was like an half elf. I'm not sure. Which brings me, however, to the last group, which, as you know, I like. It's a little bit like the Last Adventurer. We have the Last Adventurers group we had. There they are. Who went with Lord Heinz as well, by the way. And he was kind of sad about the fact that they died. I remember that. So, it's interesting to see what will happen now. There are many things that can happen. He wants to test a new sword. That is interesting. So he has a new sword he wants to test. And they are those he wants to test it against. So it's, in the end, he's like the cat and they are the mice. It's not like they would have any chance at all if it would be at least a real fight. So I can only guess that this new sword maybe is something he wants to test because it brings in the option to be melee fighter without cloaking himself. I really have no idea what it is about. So there are many options I see here. There's one I would like, that we kind of find a solution, and not talking about solution, a solution here for them not to die. I guess it might be that they will. And then there would be the smaller hope that at least the magician, the level 3 mage, will survive because of the background we got with the little sister and her being a good person. I mean, that's always the thing. If you give me a character that is a good person in general, I will root for this person to survive. Although I know this series might not give me that. So we will see. However, still, I'm really lucky to see a real fight, a good fight. Because what we've seen so far is more like a slaughterhouse. So they have some skills, this group. Lord 1 is someone who will not wipe them away easily because it would be boring to him, and he wants to entertain, I think. I mean, he was represented there, you know, he wants to show off. So he will let them give what they got to see their options, their abilities, their qualities. Maybe they have some spells or abilities he doesn't know. And then he will finish them off. I think he will not, because why should he? He will not kill them unless they really piss him off. Which I don't think they will, except for maybe the rogue. I remember that we have that the level 3 magician has the ability to see magical levels. Someone of you mentioned that they, Lord 1 and Nabaral, were rings that hide their magical caster level. I'm not sure if he does now. It would be, I really look forward to seeing like that she's checking magical levels and then just, you know, goes berserk because they are all way above everything she ever knows. So, kind of hoping for it. It will be an interesting next episode. So, I hope you enjoyed that one, and I look forward to the next one. And until the next time, please remember, as always, feel free to comment, to like, to subscribe. Follow me on my Patreon, follow me on my MyAnimeList page if you want to see what I'm reacting or what I have watched in my past. And until the next time, my name is Relax and Panic. Goodbye and out.